In the reverted gear train, there are two shafts. The first and last gear are mounted on same axis of rotation. In shaft is known as reverted gear train. In the figure, we can easily understood and easily it is considerable that gear number 1 and gear number 4 are on same shaft, and gear number 2 and 3 are on same shaft. That's why the velocity of first and fourth gear will be same, and the velocity of second gear and third gear will be same. If gear 1 and 2 are rotate in opposite direction, when gear 1 and 2 are rotated in opposite direction, then gear 2 and 3 are mounted in same shaft. The gear 3 rotate in same direction as that of gear number 2. Now the gear 3 drive to gear 4 and it same direction that of gear number 1. Now the motion of gear and gear 4 are same is called reverted gear trains. Basically, reverted gear trains are used where less space are required, and where power transmission will be required in the leisure space. So reverted, we can use the reverted gear train. Now we come to the speed ratio. In the figure we can easily we can uh, we can say that the speed ratio will be n1 by n4 equals to t2 by t1 multiplied by t4 by t3, and the speed and the train value will be the inversely proportional, means n4 by n1. This that will be the train value. Application of reverted gear train. Here are the applications of reverted gear train. Reverted gear trains are basically used in the automobile gearbox, back gear for lathe machines, and speed reducer in the industrial applications. Clock mechanism. In the clocks, we can say that there are requirement of smaller gears on the lesser space. So reverted gear trains are used in the clocks. Now we come to the epicyclic gear train. In the epicyclic gear trains, there are two gears. The one gear will be the stationary gear, and the second one is the rotary gear. Epicyclic gear train is basically comes from the system of sun and planetary gear. As we can say that sun is stationary and all of the planets are moving towards sun. From this concept we can use this epicyclic gear train mechanism. In the figure there are two gears. The first one is the gear number A and second one is the gear number B, and these are connected by a arm C. By a arm C, in the figure we can easily see the arm C. This is the this is the arm C. When gear gear number A is stationary, and gear number B will be rotated towards the gear towards the gear A. Means this is the stationary gear and gear number B is rotary. So it will rotate by the help of arm towards gear number A, and this combination is called the sun and planetary. Here we can say that gear number A is behave like a sun gear, and gear number B is behave like a planetary gear. As we can say that sun is stationary and planets are moving towards the sun. That's why this is called the combination of sun and planetary gear system, and this is also called another name is epicyclic gear train mechanism. Now we come to the topic applications of epicyclic gear train. Students, basically epicyclic gear train is used in the automobile differential gear, in the lathe machines, in the pulley blocks, in the hoist and wrist watch, and the types of epicyclic gear train. There are simply two types of gear trains. The first one is the simple epicyclic gear train, and second one is the compound epicyclic gear train. In the simple epicyclic gear train, there is only one gear on each shaft. This is called the simple gear train. And in the compound epicyclic gear train, there is more than one gear on each shaft. In the figure, we can easily see that there are gear B and C are attached on a single shaft, and gear number D is attached on another shaft. So in the compound gear system, sun and planetary gear are considerable by these notations. Here D is the sun gear, B and C are the planet gear, and capital A is the annual gear. This is called compound epicyclic gear train.